Well, first of all, thank you to Triple Crown Sports. WNIT did an excellent job. This was a terrific event. We enjoyed hosting it. I'm glad that our fans came out and supported the event because there was some great basketball. You really picked a great field, so we're very thankful for that. I thought we got off to a great start. I thought that was the key to the game. I mean, we just came out really firing. Enrique was on, and she really got good shots. I thought her shot selection was particularly good today. Did a lot of good things. Lindsay controlled the tempo late in the game. Get the ball in her hands is a great way to run your offense. So really pleased with our defense on Plum. I mean, she got 20, but she's averaging 30, so I was happy we held her below her average. And overall, pretty pleased. Overall.
They were talking, Coach, about the initial punch and your defense and speed of transition. The defense, even though you made the shots early, was equally as good on the other side.
Yeah, transition's our game. We want to get out and run. I think we're pretty fast. We really, because Lindsay's got the ball in her hands, we're going to make good decisions. We were able to finish a lot of shots. The ball screen was working. I think that's one of the things I think we're known for is how we can get out in transition, score some easy baskets. So I was really pleased with the way the first half went.
What have you learned about your team through these 4 games that maybe you didn't think that you had, or maybe you thought you had that you need to work on more during this time?
I think late shot clock is something we need to really, the clock management I think is something that we need to do a better job of. I think that's the first thing. Defensively, I think we're getting better. I thought we made some strides defensively. I think Jackie Young really helps us defensively. I was really pleased with her performance tonight off the bench, and just her second game, I thought she looked a lot more poised than in the first game. So I was pleased with that. I think Coco is going to give us great minutes off the bench. Foul trouble's a little bit of an issue. I think we've got to mix in some zone. We just can't play 40 minutes of man-to-man. So I think we learned a lot. We got a lot of things to go back to the drawing board on, and we can fix them.
Defensively, how big of a step in the right direction is this for you guys?
Yeah, after the last game, I think it's a giant step forward. I think that last game was not anywhere near where we wanted it to be, and they were an equally good three-point shooting team. So I was happy that we didn't leave them alone too often on the three-point line.
Can you speak to the physicality of this game? It seemed like they were letting them play a little bit. Did you get the sense that this was kind of like a, I don't know, precursor to an NCAA tournament game in a lot of ways?
I mean, from my seat on the bench, I thought it was less physical than the last 2 games. I think the girls will maybe say it differently, but I mean, every game's going to be physical, but I thought the last 2 games were really, really hard on Bree, and I thought tonight she was able to move a little bit more.
Is this a game you waited 8 months to play?
No. No. I'm still waiting for that one. I'll let you know. We're a work in progress.
But what did they do better in the second half, Washington, to make it a little bit closer of a game?
We turned it over. They got transition baskets. We made some we missed some easy shots. We got it where we wanted. We missed the shot. It kind of got tipped around. It got out, and they got out in transition. And I thought that we just had a stretch where we were missing. And defensively, we fouled them a little bit, put them on the line. A really good free throw shooting team, and that wasn't a good thing. And Plum got some decent looks. They threw in a couple of threes. So I thought, the 3-point, that changes the game. You think we're about to be up 20, and all of a sudden it's 14, and then you're worried if it's going to get to 10. So yeah.
Overall, you did pretty well.
Overall, we did pretty well.
Their 3-point, I think, they were shooting like 44%. I think you held them 33, 32, something like that.
Yeah, it's over our average. We want to keep them in the 20s, but we're moving in the right direction. I just got your question. Sorry about that. Better late than never, right?
Coach, you talked about Lindsay taking control late, Enrique getting a good start, but there were other individuals like Kat in the third quarter. Can you just talk about the versatility that you have?
That's what their coach was saying before the game. You have so many weapons, and Catherine took over the game for a stretch in the third quarter. Bree's out with fouls. We were struggling a little bit to find some kind of a rhythm, and I thought she just took over the game. She had a couple threes, she had a couple drives. She really, I thought, played the best game of the season.
How's it feel to be MVP of this preseason NIT?
I mean, it feels okay. None of this would be possible without my teammates, so it's a team victory for us, I guess.
What's been going, I guess, right for you? Have you just decided to be even more aggressive than you were a year ago?
I just feel more comfortable. I mean, it's a bigger role now, 3 seniors left, and I had to step up, so that's what I'm trying to do for my team.
How do you find the dirty work, the Madison Cable, the Hannah Huffman type of things of sprawling on the court and giving up your body. How are you developing that?
Yeah, that was my worry coming in. You know, that glue player that can do all those things, and I think Michael Johnson's trying to be in that role, but we're not sure yet. We're still looking for that person. We're very talented, but when you are asking somebody just to kind of give up their body for the team, take the charge, be the one that's going to dive for the loose balls, that's a role we're still looking for.
Is that something that can be filled like by committee? I mean,
Well, it can be filled, and I think like Coco took a charge in the last game, and I think if everybody just does their job and performs their role, I think we can. But it would be great to have another Madison Cable type player in there.
Lindsay, it was very apparent when you started taking over in the fourth quarter. Is that something you realized on your own? Did Coach tell you, now it's your time, do it? Or how did that come about?
I think it's just noticing what kind of shots that we need in the moment. I think that we were trying to run the clock some more to, you know, just get the ball in our possession for a longer time, to just kind of run the clock down. But I think it's just realizing that, okay, we need to run the clock down, get some stops, get some great, run some great sets that we know who we're going to, and some quick hitters, things like that. But we ran great sets. Coach called some stuff up for us, and we ran them, and we ran them well.
What do you think the key was in the first 3 or 4 minutes? You guys jumped to I think 12-0 lead.
Yeah, I think we were being aggressive on defense, and we were getting some stops and making them turn the ball over and just kind of making them uncomfortable. And I think Arike got hot, and she was being aggressive and looking for a shot, and that's just who she is. She's a baller. She balls out for us, and I think that she was just being really aggressive and looking for a shot, and she got hot and scored the first few points for us, and then we just started feeding it from there.
When Arike and Kat are getting going, do you not necessarily abandon the offensive sets, but just kind of look to get them the ball a lot more? Does it make it easier for you?
Yeah, I think we're kind of abandoning, the Princeton and the Chins, and we're just kind of run quick hitters for them. And so if we notice Arike has a mismatch and someone who's Gardner who's smaller, we'll run something to post her up. Or if Captain's getting hot, we'll run some kind of just cuts to the basket, backdoor cuts for her. But it's just kind of going away from the motion stuff and getting some quick hitters and just feeding them who are hot.
Coach, how many women's programs have the pregame that you have, the video and the lights out and everything? What percentage has that?
I think if you look in the ACC, probably at least half have that. I think our presentation is among the best. I think the video is really fantastic. I think our crowd is among the best. We're top 5 or 6 in the country, so we definitely do it right here.
Is there anything to that? Because I know when Gino's here, he pulls his team out into the hallway during that.
I have no comment on that. No.
But today I was watching the Washington players, and they were all, even Coach Neighbors they were all watching. Does that get into their heads? I mean, then it was a 10-0.
Yeah, maybe.
10-0 start.
Maybe it's that good. I'd like them to watch the history video and get intimidated by that.
Anything else with Coach?
Allie Hepburn status?
Yeah, she's got a viral infection. They think they're not sure what it is. She was tested for mono, came back negative, but she's a little contagious right now, so she's trying to keep her kind of quarantined.
I'm
not sure she's going to go with us tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't know if she'll go make the trip to Houston or not.
What was Jackie's thumb injury?
She sprained a ligament in her thumb.
Hey, Coach, the game in Houston is basically a home game for you. So basically get Brianna a chance to play in front of her.
Yeah, it's our Shamrock Series. Wait till you see our new uniforms. Yeah, so it's a home game just to get free. We couldn't get anybody to play us in Houston. It was really disappointing. We called a lot of schools in Texas. Nobody would play us, so we got Louisiana Lafayette to come and meet us there. So we're renting the gym and facility and going to have a home game.
Thanks.
You're all invited.